a 1st and 10 at the 20. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Let's go. 8, read.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go. Hey, switch gears. Check.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in the big lumber to pick up that 1st down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Jones operating from the gun. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
On 1st down, Freeman. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, D.
Here's Ryan to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Hey, team 6.
On 3rd down, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Here's Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 24-yard touchdown. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
You're out. Get ready.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. Lock the curl, lock the curl, lock the curl. Check. Hey, Sam off. Go.
On 3rd down, Barkley. But he is not going to get the first down as they'll spot this at about the 28. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. This is taken at about the 14. 6-0 our score after 1. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Hey, check. Get up.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Ready, Blue
57 for Mike. Here we go.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Kyle Van Noy. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Mike's 57's Mike. You got nothing to do.
Now it's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. 66 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. Well, we've seen these two, Matt Ryan and Julio Jones, connect quite a few times over the years. It never gets old.
It never gets old. Well, maybe for the defense it does, but not for us who are watching it. And Julio, every time he steps on the field, you can just about mark him down for 100 yards. That's about his career average per game. But think about this. Getting in the end zone has always been a struggle for him. He gets the big yardage, but he doesn't get the touchdowns. Not this time. No matter how many people were kicked in coverage, he found a way to beat it.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Check three, check three, check three. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Please. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better. Partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Army. Check three, check three. Kill.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. This is caught. A big play there for the Giants. 61 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Show it up. Kill. Big ass. Watch twist. Check. Fresno.
Get it.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Jump. Back. He's crossing. He's checking crack. Kill. You go tight.
Rock it.
Another try for Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A 3-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were able to push him backwards on first down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Watch the slant.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of 2. Brings up 7.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Single. Watch two.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan. Complete to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They'll run on first down. It's Freeman, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Ready,
58, come on. Man, I got you.
ready, set.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Robert Quinn. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the shotgun, Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Hard. Now.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Check 15. Check 13. Check 13. Bang, 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 bang. Bang, bang. There.
Now Jones escaping the pressure right. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long.
45 the mic. I know he ain't got it.
To throw from his end zone, Jones. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Allen on the punt as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. 12 yards on the return that time. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go, baby.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down.
Look at me. Go up. Go up.
Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And that will be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taken in at the 11. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. On first down, Freeman. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 47-yard line.
Ready, Blue 80. Blue 80.
Watch one. Nice 57.
Ryan. This complete to Jones. The 20. A big play there. Ryan to Jones. 42 yards. He had 1 touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons push further out in front. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
And, can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far.
Set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Come on, QB, come on.
Throwing again. Jones. He completes it to Tate. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards and a giant first down. Throwing Jones. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 17 yards and a giant first down.
First down, Giants.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
Brings up 3rd and less than a yard.
Set. 18 Gator.
Get in the weight room.
Now Saquon Barkley, and he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Down, New York.
Let's go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check back, check back.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Jones. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Jones now to throw again. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, but now it'll be 3rd down.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
Yes, you're right, they have had no room to breathe. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Jones operating from the gun. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Freeman again. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 67 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. And there, a post route started out right, caught it in the middle of the field, went into the end zone. What typically makes those successful? And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's Jones. Going to throw again. Going back to Moore. This time he's got him complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Tate. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quit in him.
0.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
1st down, New York.
Here we go. Set. 70. Indy. All right. Exit. Let's go. Let's go. Clear. Hey, let's get there. On 2.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram there to make the grab. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready,
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Ryan gets it off to Freeman. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Mike, 57. I'm on. Hey, check.
To throw on 3rd down. Ryan. He finds an opening past the 40. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. A nice pickup there. 18 yards. First down, Falcons. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Brendan, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kyle Van Noy able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, Ryan. Jones has it. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Don't be scared of it.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Hey, Charlie, get it.
Jones now throwing on first down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Go now. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, high 7. Go, Jackrabbit, come on.
Jones on first down. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Giants 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. They'll run on first down. It's Freeman. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They run. Devontae Freeman. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Here's Freeman, and he's got this down to the 35. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week one.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, and now I'm listening to you. So for the Falcons, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the week one victory here by a field goal. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
Hey. STRO. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take no trees. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. When you out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Get beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this.